of the different offerings, gifts that we were obligated to give for charity or for the Bet HaMikdash. We have the Maaser that we have to give to the Levites, the 10% that we have to give to the Levites. We have the Truma, the offering that we have to give to the Kohanim. There's one very particular one, which is the mitzvah of Bikurim. Bikurim, giving of the first fruit. And this is in the beginning of the parasha of this week. And let me read to you a few verses of the beginning of Kitavo. The Torah says, Vaya Kitavo el haaretz asher Hashem Elokecha noten lecha nachala v'rishta v'yashavta ba. When you come into the land of Israel, what God is giving it to us, and you will settle in it. What do we need to do? Says the Torah, V'lekachta mereishis kol pri ha'adama. You should give of the first fruits that will appear from your land. The samta batena, you should put it into a basket, and you should bring it. We should bring it to the temple. We should bring it to the place where God has chosen to have His name dwelling over there, referring to the Bet HaMikdash. And he continues, come to the Kohen, and you should tell him, Higadeti hayom l'Hashem Elokecha. I declared this day for God. Kivasi el haaretz, I came to the land which you have promised to our ancestors. The Kohen will take this basket from your hand, he will lift it, and then you will say, Arami Ovidovi, we're going to tell our past history, our humble beginnings, our sufferings in Egypt, and how few we were. And there we became a powerful nation, a powerful people. And we were suffering in the hands of the oppressors, the Egyptians oppressors. And we called upon God. We called out to God, and God has listened to us, and God has saw our pain, and God has redeemed us. He took us out of Egypt with His powerful hand. And what did He do? Not only did He take us out over there and left us hanging, go fight for yourself, but God has brought us to this land, to this place. And is giving us the land of riches, the land of Eretz, Zovas, Cholav, Vash, the land of flowing of milk and honey. Milk, which represents the basic needs, and honey, which represents luxuries. And we've come over here at base to the Holy Temple. And now he expresses, I have came to show my gratitude to God. I've come to show my appreciation to God, and I'm offering my first fruits in recognition and bowing in front of you, God, recognizing that all is yours, that all is coming from you. And I'm celebrating with Samachta b'chol ha'tov, and then God said, you should rejoice with all the good that God has given us. To you, to your home, to your family, to the Levites, v'ger asher b'kirbecha, and even to the stranger which is amongst you. Basically, what the mitzvah is, the first fruit, we should go to the Bet HaMikdash, give it over there, represent and express our gratitude to God. But here Rashi says something amazing. When was this applicable? When was this mitzvah given that we're supposed to do? One would think, as soon as we came into the land of Israel, after 40 years wandering in the desert, we came into the land of Israel, and now we should go express gratitude. Says Rashi, hold it. 14 years had to pass before we actually were able to fulfill this mitzvah. It took first 7 years to conquer the land of Israel. And then it took another 7 years to divide that, to make sure that every Jew should have his parcel of land. Only then, when every Jew was settled, when every Jew had their parcel of land in Eretz Yisrael, that's when the mitzvah of Bikurim applied. And one wonders why. Shouldn't I thank God immediately when I have what I need? Shouldn't I immediately express my gratitude to God? Isn't this the normal thing to do? Say thank you As soon as you receive, you've got your piece of land, you have your food, you have your comfort, you have your milk and honey, your basic needs and your luxuries. Go and say thank you. Teaches us the Torah lesson. V'samachta. When can you rejoice? When is the gratitude, my gratitude to God, complete? When my brother has his needs. When every single Jew has his piece of land. Only then will I express gratitude to God for not just what I have, but for what everyone has. An amazing, beautiful lesson in loving your fellow Jew, in Avat Israel, understanding to say thank you to God. I have to worry equally. My brother should also have. And then we say thank you. Today we say thank you to God. Please, we're all together. We're all in it as one. And together we want to say thank you to you in the Beis HaMikdash.